afraid of downfalls. That's what I'm afraid of. I mean,
what do you mean?
Like downfalls, I'm afraid of, like, any major mistakes that I make. I just worry about I don't make major mistakes. I don't make the stupid decisions and stuff. That's what I worry about.
He had some problems, disciplinary problems, and I felt that Adrian was going to get caught into the criminal justice system because the behavior was going to be a domino effect from one thing to another, and I didn't want him to fall through the cracks.
She's very hard on me. Like, sometimes I'll think like she don't like me, but it's really because she loves me and stuff. But it's like she's just so worried about me. She just feels like I could get caught in any crossfire or anything.
I am worried about Adrian is the choices that he made, being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I ended up getting arrested and stuff, and then ended up going to court, and the judge revoked my bail, and I had to go to jail and stuff, and then I came back out in a week because they was trying to just give me 2 months, but I had to go to school, and the judge just gave me a GPS while the case was being resolved. And the case did get resolved.
Adrian is a young man that I knew had tremendous academic potential, extremely bright, but had for a very extended period of time been compromised by some social emotional constraints that got in his way.
So I met Adrian in the fall of 2011, so this past academic year. I remember hearing over the intercom, "Will Mr. Rosenthal please report to Miss McIntyre's office?" I walked in, and I remember seeing Miss Mac. She opened the door. I saw Adrian sitting down, and I saw his mom and his dad. She said, "Well, Adrian is going through some difficult times. He's transitioning from his mom's house to his dad's, from his dad's to his mom's. They had split up, and we're trying to figure out what's the best possible solution for him so that he could graduate from high school." He had passed his MCAS with flying colors, but he was struggling in certain academic areas, especially math. And his attendance was terrible, showing up late all the time.
I was going through a few problems in the house, and like the principal, we really have a close relationship. So she knew that I was doing what I have to do in school, and she knew that my father was kicking me out the house. So she just wanted me to be in the house, stable environment, so I could be able to do my schoolwork. So she just told him that she would give me a job because that was one of the preferences for me to get in the house.
You need people in your life that are going to give you challenges, but give you support in order to achieve them. And so a job was perfect for him.
We serve rising 11th through recently graduated seniors. So the process for recruitment normally begins around the second and third term, when we see who's really struggling academically, and also students that are having chronic absentee and tardiness issues.
We even christened them the in-school dropouts, frequent in the building, not attending class, and certainly not in the queue to graduate, probably about to drop out. Students who could really benefit from a program of work and learning. We put them in classrooms at Roxbury Community College, combined that with a community-based job or a job at the school department in the afternoon, and then added everything we knew about youth development.
So what we're going to do on Mondays from 10 to 10:15 is something that we call checking in. What you will get out of checking in, you will own this program. You will be able to talk about what you're doing in class, what's going on at work, what's going on, at home, what's going on in your community. This will be the opportunity for you all to share those, those experiences with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm a member of the Burke Project and Freedom House. I'm checking in. The next 6 weeks working with the PIC, I'm looking to achieve potential working experience and having a college experience for future reference.
Great job. Remember, this is paid time. You're being paid for this. So this is not something that you're just doing at your leisure. This is considered to be work. From the time you're in classroom to in this room and to your workplace, there's a way that you're expected to act and conduct yourself as professional young men and young ladies.
If you are a minute late, you will be docked an hour. I cannot stress this enough. I should never, along with Mr. Ortiz, receive a phone call from your supervisor saying, Dion didn't show up today, or where's Adrian, or where's Ray Lynn? No excuse, okay? Everyone wants to pretend like they're grown. Well, we're going to teach you like you're grown.
In working with young people who are not succeeding, it's really important to change the game. And that often involves changing the place where they are learning. So we did two moves. One was partnering with Roxbury Community College, allowing them to imagine themselves not only as high school graduates, but as college students.
You can subtract. These are called mathematical operations. These are science.
And then the other was the Freedom House, and that was critical, to create a place only 3 blocks from the Burke High School, but across Blue Hill Ave, another world, where they would get together as a group and imagine themselves differently.
Getting them to really look at where they are now in their life and where they want to be, and help them with the in-between. That's the biggest challenge.
If you're trying to get somewhere in life, you should definitely surround yourself by positive influences, because whether you have, the friends you have, they're either gonna leave a positive influence or a negative one.
Like, she got shot in her mouth twice, got her arm blown off, got her leg blown off, all, she got it like, yeah, like,
and those 2 girls, whether they were into things or not, they just caught a bullet because of the people that they were chilling with. Like you, the 3 people are dead now because of something that could have been avoided. And like the workshop is about, it's the company that you keep.
Adrian, I began to see a shift in him, I think maybe that 3rd or 4th week. He began to talk to me about his housing challenges. And that particular night, he didn't know where he would lay his head. So he shared with me challenges with his family, his mom, his dad, just some of the things, many of the things that he realized, the bad decisions that he's made in his life, that has him in this place that he is now. I think what was really good about our conversation is there was an accountability on his behalf. Although he took some time to vent his frustration about his dad, his anger, frustration about his mom, when I pushed back on him to talk about what part did he play in this, he was able to acknowledge that he played a part.
I gotta find a way to prevent problems like that to happen.
I want to remind you that your past does not define your future. The mistakes that you have made, even in the last 24 hours, should not define you. It will only define you if you allow it to define you. It's not always about an adult walking into a situation and teaching, but it's also about learning from the young people we connect with. So Adrian, I just want to thank you for just trusting me enough to lay on the table what you needed to lay in that moment. And again, I say to you, you can never let your past define your future, because you have a lot of adults up here that care and love you.
He's been disappointed by adults in his life in the past, and I think that he's just now beginning to develop his trust in adults and to count on them to lead him in the right direction.
But it's kind of like a good feeling to see that, like, you know, there's somebody that's interested and you really succeeding, you know? Because usually, like my mom tells me, like, you want to succeed. I already got my college degree, I already, you know? You got to get what you have to get. So, you know, it's a very, you know, good feeling that, you know, I have a program, especially in the, never thought the Burke, you know what I mean? Not the, you know, like, to help me keep striving forward.
Next up, we have Mr. Adrian Amin.
Good evening. My name's Adrian, and I'm checking out. This program really helped me, because Mr. Rosenthal, I want to thank him too, because he know all the difficulties I was going through from coming in 2012, and he gave me an opportunity to change my life. So I'm doing something positive for the summer. I want to thank the program for that. And then also, I just learned to keep going with my goals and keep moving forward, and don't let no one hold you back, because you got to complete your goals to be successful.
the past year with Adrian being in the Burke and this recovery program, and someone over there inspired him or took him under their wings and led him to this stage. The fact that there's this additional motivation, I think that will keep him grounded and get him up to do what he needs to do. Because to see him the other day, I checked on him to find out where he was, because normally he's kind of late, and he was on his way on time, about 8:15, on his way to the program. So something has him motivated and getting up to do something. Oh, that's all I wanted.
You've experienced the summer program unlike any other. But this celebration better not mark the end of the Burke Project. On the contrary, this better be the beginning. But don't feel the need to move forward for me, or your teachers, or your friends, or your family. No. You don't owe it to us. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to graduate from high school, graduate from college, or learn a skill that will allow you to provide not only for you, but for your loved ones. Now you don't have to get up for class at RCC. Now you don't have to get up for a job to go in the afternoon. Now you don't have to go to the Freedom House on Tuesday nights. So I ask you, what is next? What do you plan on doing Monday morning? I assume you'll sleep in, right? Right? But then what? What's your plan? Because eventually, everyone in this room is going to become an adult with adult issues and adult consequences. We've given you some of the resources. We've assisted you the best we possibly can, but now it's up to you.